The problem, James Houston, JSU product, is causing a whole lot of problems in Detroit for quarterbacks and offensive linemen all across the NFL. Let's talk about it at a historic pace. Let's talk about it after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsyJr. YouTube. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope you all stayed safe during the holiday. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you all 2023 is filled with blessings for all of you all. Now, today, we're here to talk about James Houston, the JSU product, the 2021 SWAC Newcomer of the Year, NFLPA invite, 6th round draft pick. And in six games, James Houston has racked up 8 sacks, an NFL record. Let's go ahead and I can tell you, but let the Detroit Lions tell you. Let's read a tweet from the official Detroit Lions account. It says, James Houston's 8 sacks are the most an NFL player has ever produced through their first 6 career games. And to kind of put this into context, and that's him, bringing down Justin Fields one of 3 times he sacked Justin Fields. When he played the Bills, he sacked Josh Allen twice. When he played, Trevor Lawrence, he put him on the ground a couple of times. Like, James Houston is a problem. And in this game, he also had a forced fumble as well. This man is just wreaking havoc all over the NFL. And let me put that into some context, right? Let's in comparison to one of the greatest pass rushers in the history of the NFL, Von Miller. When Von Miller entered the league in 2011, was it 2010, 2011? He had 6 sacks in his first 6 games, but he had 6 sacks in his first 6 games. James Houston has had 8 sacks in his first 6 games. And with the game left, James Houston could finish the season with double-digit sacks, and he only played 7 games. This is a 17-game NFL season. So can you imagine if the Lions would have played James Houston from the beginning, from game 1, day 1, right next to Aiden Hutchinson, or number 2 overall pick? See, here's the thing. And I put this tweet up there, and JSU folks, y'all know JSU, we family here. You know what I'm saying? But I put this tweet up because some of y'all lying. We knew James Houston was a dog. We knew James Houston was a beast. 16.5 sacks at Jackson State, over 20 tackles for loss, another 7, I think, forced fumbles, a pick 6. He just wreaked havoc all over the SWAC. To me, he was the best player in the SWAC last year. Now, Isaiah Land won Defensive Player of the Year, but to me, James Houston was the best player in the SWAC. I just thought he was more impactful in a lot of games. But that just is what it is. But I didn't see this. Like, I thought James Houston could be a good pro. I thought James, shout out to Coach Prime, Coach Dennis Thurman, and the whole former JSU coaching staff. Because the thing, here's a unique story about James Houston. He played 3-4 years in the SEC at the University of Florida, but see, he was playing middle linebacker. He's playing the wrong position for years. James Houston was playing the wrong position. He was born to be a pass rusher, but he wanted to be a middle linebacker. And even when he transferred to Jackson State, he wanted to be a middle linebacker, but they had a SWAC Defensive Player of the Year in Keontae Hampton at one middle, and then you had Aubrey Miller, who's the reigning SWAC Defensive Player of the Year, at the other middle. James came in late. He was one of the latest people to come into Jackson State, and they already had their linebackers secured. They already had their linebackers chosen, and that was Keontae Hampton, JSU alum, SWAC Defensive Player of the Year, and Aubrey Miller. And so James, they were like, yo, dude, you're crazy talented. Let's try you out on the D-line. Let's try you out at outside linebacker. And they made James Houston an NFL player. They made James Houston an NFL prospect. They helped develop him and cultivate him into an NFL prospect. And now he's done with that opportunity. And that's why people from HBCUs, advocate for opportunity so much? Because with that opportunity, even though it was a 6th round pick, and even though the Lions waited 10 games to finally play him, with his opportunity, he's been able to maximize his opportunity. He has more sacks than every other rookie in the class. He's the best pass rusher in a class that had 3 pass rushers going to top 5, including his own teammate, Aiden Hutchinson. He's better than him at pass rushing. Now, you can argue schematics and who's a better football player, but at just getting to the quarterback, James Houston's job is to sack the quarterback. He is the best sack artist in this draft class. He's been the steal of the draft. And another great steal of the draft was Jacoby Durant over there with the LA Rams, who's had multiple interceptions, including a pick 6 about a week or 2 ago. But that is incredible. Congratulations to Coach Prime and to the JSU former Dennis Thurman and those guys from JSU that helped develop him. And this is your first home run hit. Congratulations to Jackson State. You have a star in the NFL. Think about that. Jackson State has a star in the NFL. And that's why it's so important. That's why, like, when I talk about how much it hurts to see Travis transferred and the guys that ended up transferring, because they go to their other school, they're going to do their thing, be developed or whatever if it's done properly. And then when they get to the NFL, they say, I'm so-and-so from wherever and not Jackson State. Whereas James Houston, he says, I'm James Houston. And this is why he went to Florida before you. Who gives a damn? They had him at the wrong position. He wasn't doing this at Florida. You know where he was doing this? At Jackson State. And you know how I know? Because 1, I watched it. And 2, when I put this tweet up, because some of y'all lying. When I put this tweet up, I said, who would have thought James Houston from Jackson State would be the best rookie pass rusher this season? Wow, what a season he's having. Now, here's the thing. It's not that and my voice is gone. New Year's been crazy for me. Here's the thing. It's not that I didn't think James Houston wouldn't be a good pass rusher. I mean, I saw what he did in the SWAC. I saw his bend. I saw his moves. I saw his technique. I knew he could be a really good, if he got the opportunity. Because 6th round picks, a lot of them don't even make the active roster, including James. He wasn't on the active roster until 6 games ago. But I was like, if he got a chance, he's going to make somebody some money. He's going to make the Detroit Lions proud if they play him and don't cut him. And boy, but I didn't see this. 8 sacks in 6 games. You can't predict this. You can't predict that he would have 8 sacks. I don't care who you are. Nobody could have predicted. This is way better. Think about it. They have the number 2 overall pick. The number 2 overall pick was Aiden Hutchinson out of the University of Michigan. He was a Heisman finalist. And he's having a decent rookie season. The number 1 overall pick went to Georgia. He's the number 1 overall pick. James Houston has more sacks than the number 1, and he's a pass rusher. The number 1 who plays for Jacksonville. The number 1 and the number 2 overall pick. He has more sacks than them combined. You couldn't have thought that. Kayvon Thibodeau, who went to Oregon, was the number 5 overall pick. James got more sacks than him. James is going nuts. He is going bonkers. And it is beautiful to see. And I really, really hope. This is one thing I do hope. I hope Jackson State, President Hudson, AD Ashley Robinson, Coach TC Taylor, I hope they embrace this. I hope they embrace James during his journey and his what looks to be very, very promising career in the NFL. And I hope they remind the people back at Jackson and remind the players on the current roster and remind the potential recruits, this could be you too. This can be you too. James came here, switched positions. We got him in the right position, and now he's a star in the NFL. That can be you too. That can be you too. He's better. He is a better pass rusher right now than the guy that was taken number 2 overall on his same team. James better than him as a pass rusher. In football, he's better as a pass rusher. And boy, did the folks let me know. Shit, you might not have saw it, but we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Anyone that knows him, Jackson State did. We definitely thought. We did. I thought the JSU family knew he's been a problem. Yeah, we knew he's a problem. Do we think he'd be the best one of the best pass rushers in the league? One of the day from game one, James Houston, the 6 games that he's played, he's been one of the best pass rushers in the entire league. He's the best rookie pass rusher. He's been one of the best in the entire league. I didn't see that. I didn't. Call me a fool, say whatever. I saw him dominate. But everybody that dominates, even if they dominate in the freaking SEC, don't come in from day one and become one of the best at their position, especially when they're a 6th-round pick. And he did. In 6 games, he has 8 sacks. That means he's one of the best in the league, period. And that is amazing. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Jackson State. Man, they need to, JSU, y'all need to capitalize on this.